name of the Father and Son, Holy Spirit, one God, Amen. Actually, this topic, one of the best topics I love to talk about it, was the second canonical books. Second canonical books, unfortunately, it's missing a lot from our church. I remember it was the first time I done about second canonical books. I done assignment about this, and to look for any research, we can't find anything in Coptic Church. So after I finished the theological college, it took me 20 years until now. Last 2 years, I finished last book. I did all the 9 books of second canonical books. And thank God we translate 4 of them in English. And I got one of them, the first one I print, and now the third edition for these first books. Beautiful story, but why we're not hearing much about second canonical books? That's what we talk about today. The Bible we have at home, they call first canonical books. The Bible, the church believe they got first canonical plus second canonical. How many books we have in our Bible? If you look to the Bible we have at home, 66 books. But the addition is another 7 books. So how many, all of them? I can't hear. 73. All this question I will ask in the end. So we got in our Bible 73 books. Okay? How many chapters you think in all our Bible? Is anyone one day try to count them or to know how many chapters in our Bible? What? 1,335 chapters. That's first canonical plus second canonical. So how many books we have? We have 73. How many chapters we have? 1,335 chapters. How many person wrote the Bible you think? Imagine St. John, he wrote 4 books. St. Peter, he wrote 2 epistles. You think how many people wrote the Bible? 47 people wrote our Bible. Okay? Take them how many years to write the Bible? Take them 1,600 years. What this means? A book of Matthew takes 2 years. Book of John take 1 year. They calculate all these years, and we found them take around 1,600 years. Guys, I want everyone, you are putting mobile phones in your pocket or vibrate or close, please, because you need to concentrate. Very important. So how many person write the Bible, Elizabeth? 47. How many chapters, George? 35. Simon, how many years took them to write? 1,600. How many books, Michael, we have in Bible? Very good, Michael. How many verses you think in our Bible? 33,000 verses. Around 33,000 verses. That's a quick introduction about our Bible. Why the second canonical books not in our Bible? All the second canonical books, they 7 books, separate and 2 additions. I tell you the name, maybe you hear some of them before. Number 1, book of TOBIT, that's what we talk about today. Number 2, book of Judith. Number 3, wisdom of Solomon. Number 4, wisdom of Jesus, son of Sirach. Number 5, we've got first Maccabees, second Maccabees. We got book of Baruch, that's 7 separate, plus we have 2 additions. Addition of book of Esther and addition book of Daniel. So all of them 9, 2 of them addition complete. Like book of Daniel we have in our Bible, they're missing 3-4 chapters, that's why we call it addition. Book of Esther, they have 3-4 chapters missing, that's why we call it addition. But we're not calculated include the 7, we're not calculated addition, no, because we have already 2 of them in the 66 books, plus 7 books, that compilation of second canonical books. So we have 73 books in our Bible, 33,000 verses, 1,335 chapters, 47 writers, take them 1,600 years to write. Why these books not in our Bible? Because when they collect this Bible in Old Testament, one man, his name Ezra the priest collect all these books. When he collected all these books, some of them was with another Jewish, far away, they didn't found, and some of these books they wrote it after they collect the Old Testament. That's why you're not gonna found in our Bible at home. If you look to Greek Bible, he found it. If you look to Catholic Bible, he found it second edition. But unfortunately, we as a Coptic church, we can't afford to print our own printing Bible. That's why we're using the Anglican Bible or the Protestant Bible. That's why you found a note there. But if you're using the Greek Bible, if you're using the Catholic Bible, you found it included. Okay? Some people, they call these books Apocrypha. If you're searching in internet and you read Apocrypha, you found these books. But we as a church, we're not happy from this name, because what means Apocrypha? Something like it's not true, it's a method or something like this. We'll not accept this name at all. His Holiness Pope Shinoda, and as a Coptic church, we're not accepting this name. Which church you believe in Second Chronicle books? Any church related to the Orthodox brothers or sisters church or the Catholic. So if you talk about Greek Orthodox, they believe in these books. They talk about Russian Orthodox, Armenian Orthodox, any church Orthodox or any church Catholic, they believe in all these books. How we say these books are canonical or not? These books, all the fathers of the church, they use it. Saint Athanasius used these books. Saint Augustine, all the fathers of the church, they use these books. And when you read any books in Nicene and post-Nicene and ante-Nicene, you found any of these writers they're using from Second Chronicle books. Even when you go home, Book of John chapter 10, verse 22, Mita, can you get it from your phone? Book of John chapter 10, verse 22, you found Jesus talk about the dedication feast. This dedication feast, if you look in all the Bibles, you're not going to find the dedication feast. You found it only happened in the Second Chronicle books. So Jesus himself, he celebrates this feast. From where he got this feast? From Second Chronicle books. Can you read it for us, please?
Now it was the feast of dedication in Jerusalem, and it was winter. And Jesus walked in the temple and Solomon court. Then the Jews surrounded him and said to him, "How long do you keep us in doubt? If you are the Christ, tell us plainly." Okay,
with the dedication feast, and Jesus, he went and celebrated dedication feast in the temple. You're not going to find in all Bible dedication, only in Second Chronicle books. That's a quick introduction about Second Chronicle books. When I give you my books, you can read, you get more introduction, more knowledge, the father of the church, and some of the our Bible, they use some of these verses. St. Matthew, St. John, they use some of the verses. So we get quick the story of Book of TOBIT, and we learn some lesson of the story, and I will give you the book so you can have time to read it at home. Book of TOBIT, it's the first one, very famous in Second Chronicle books. What means TOBIT? The two words, Top Yah, that means God kind. Anything with Yah, that means God in Hebrew language. So God kind. This TOBIT, they took him as a captivity, but he was very honest and faithful to his God in even the land they took him to this land. They took him to the land, he's still praying, he's still following God, he practiced religion and everything. He grew, he married another woman, her name Anna, and they got a son, they call him Tobias. He found some of the translation, Tobias, and in Arabic they call him TOBIT again. He called his son similar to his name. What happened? Because he was in captivity, the king was persecuting the Jewish. They used to kill them. What Tobias job he used to do? He takes them and buries them. And if you went to any one of the monastery, the monk looking after people dead and they buried them, they call him Tobias for the name of this TOBIT. So he took people and they buried them. The king hears about what he's doing. He said, he put decree, if anyone see him, kill him and take all his money. So TOBIT start to hide from home to home. People start to look after him because they know he a good man. He was helping everyone. He worked and he gave his money to poor. Everyone be killed in the street and people are scared to bury him. TOBIT go at night and they bury him. His friends start to warn him, do you scare from king or not? He said, I'm not scaring from king, I fear God more than anyone. He served God He worked with God and has a temptation happen to him. One day he went to home very tired. He's sleeping in one of the lounge. A dirt coming from bird nest come to his eye, make infection, and he gets blind. And start his temptation happening. And another day his wife coming and bring a little lamb. He hears the noise of the lamb. He sought his wife because he have no income. He stole it. He starts tell her, what did you do? How you get this? His wife was angry from him. TOBIT went to his room and start to pray to God with tears. And first lesson we need to learn. If you have temptation, if you have hard time, if you have something you can't talk to anyone, the only one can hear you and understand you, God. Because God, He created you. Whatever you explain to people, they not understand you. Whatever, a lot of time you talk to someone and you tell him, you not understand me. Because he will not understand you. Because He not create you. God only, He is the one helping you and He got the power to help you. But when can God answer your prayer? In the right time, God He see. So TOBIT, he was praying, he felt comfortable after he prayed, and he asked God to take his spirit. He said, God, I can't handle this temptation anymore, please take my spirit. And he felt comfortable. And we stop here in another small city in this country, another lady, she has big temptation. This lady, her name is Sarah. What's her temptation? She married 7 times. Every time, the day of her wedding, the devil killing her husband. One day she was praying in her upper room. The cleaner in her home, she told her, Sarah, she told her to do something. The cleaner, she didn't do. Sarah started to give her hard time. The lady, the cleaner, she told her, why you tell me something like this? You will never marry and you will never see children. Sarah, she get very upset. She went to her upper room and she was crying to God to take her soul too. And both of them, they pray the same prayer, but God have different answers. We're back to TOBIT again. TOBIT, when he feel God accept his prayer, he think God, he will take his spirit. So TOBIT, he will ask God, God accepting my prayer, I have enough, I can't handle this temptation. He bring his son and start to advise him, look after your mom, always look after the poor, do this and do that. And I remember something, when I was young, long time ago, one of my friends, he borrowed a 10 bag of silver. Please, I give you the receipt, just to go and pick up this money, it should be enough for you and your mother. TOBIT, he told him that, I do not know to go the way. He said, we can hire a person, he knows the way between this city to this city, he can show you the way. TOBIT, he started asking people, anyone he knows the way, anyone he knows the way. Someone, he found his face, bright face. He told him, you know the way? He said, yes, I know the way. He said, can you help me to go to pick up my dad's money with this to this? He said, no problem, and we can pay your wage. He said, no problem. He comes back to his dad, Dad, I found one person, we need to go. This person was Archangel Raphael, forming as a human. Forming as a human. So he started to took him and started walking from area to area. One day he was washing his foot next to river. When he was washing his foot, a big fish coming to bite his foot. He ran back and the scared told this man, listen, this is what happened to me. He said, if this fish come back, get it and I will tell you what we do with this fish. And this is a picture of TOBIT, and was Archangel Raphael, but wasn't without wing. He was like forming as a human. And he TOBIT here, and this fish that he found, this popular picture, because the new one, they got a picture from one of some museum, not as a church. We agree with this picture like this. This was first print. Second print, they changed the picture. So he told them, grab the fish outside. He grabbed the fish from the gills, and this person, the Archangel Raphael, he told them, what we do with the fish, we take the fish meat, we can salt it to help us in this trip, and we can take the liver of the fish. If you put this liver in any pool, God will cast the devil away. And if you get the kidney to scratch someone blind, his eye, he will see back again. They took the fish with them, they start to salt the fish and they start to eat and they still walk. The Archangel Raphael, when they come to the small area close to Sarah's house, he said, in this city there is one girl I want you to propose to marry her. He said, which one? This one. He told him, Sarah. He He said, I heard about her story. She 7 times she married, but the same day her wedding, the devil killed the husband. I doesn't want to die. I am only the child of my family, and my dad already sick. If he hears something, he will die too. Archangel Raphael said, you the only one can do this, but I will tell you who the people the devil controls them. The people they marriage for lust, these the people the devil controls them. But if you married for just to get a children and married for you love your wife not for looking or for money, whatever, the God, He will protect you. And the first 3 days when you married, you have to spend these first 3 days for praying. And in the 3rd day, remember I told you about the kidney or liver, I will put in the pool and I will cast the devil away from you. TOBIT, he went to her dad and started asking her dad to marry Sarah. Her dad, when he know someone again coming to marry his daughter, he was worried and scared. The Archangel Raphael, he told him, you must agree for this wedding. He's the best one, he be to suit your daughter. The man happy, they married, and the first 3 days he was praying with his wife like the Archangel told him. And this was exactly was happening in early church. In early church, the wedding used to be after the Mass. So the bride, the husband and the bridegroom coming at night, they attend تسبيحة وattend بعد كده باكر في الكنيسة. الوايف بتقعد هنا في بعد ما أبونا between القرايات بيعمل الويدنج، وبعد كده الوايف تقعد في الهيكل بتاع الستات، وبعد كده الهusband if he deacon بيسيرف inside. And after the wedding they go to the monastery for 3 days praying, so God bless their life. And after the 3 days the priest go to pray to them and they be as a husband and wife. The wedding starts coming night time, it started very soon, but in early church all the wedding was during the Mass in early morning. So people will celebrate the wedding and be blessed and successful wedding. Now we start getting busy with a lot of stuff. We're getting busy about the photographer, the video, the flower, the boy, the girl, who can be شفين الناحية دي والناحية دي. That's why our wedding, it's not successful like previous wedding. And the last thing we think about, to get Bible at our new home, or we get Abuna to pray to our flat before hatta we go in. So that was the early church. That's why we never hear about divorce like we're hearing now. That's why we never hear about separation like we hear now. Spiritual wedding, you choose a person, a spiritual person, not by looking and not by money. So you can have successful wedding. After this, her father, next day morning, he thought what can happen to TOBIT like the 7 before. He told his guard, he's digging the hole in the ground like grave to put TOBIT. But when he knocking the door and he found TOBIT still alive, her dad was very happy. TOBIT is still alive. He said, we have to celebrate more. They stay for 1 week, 2 weeks celebration. So TOBIT, we told the Archangel Raphael, until now he doesn't know he's the Archangel Raphael. Can you take the receipt and collect the money, because I will be late to my parents and they get worried. So he went, he collecting the money for him and come back. And TOBIT, after he celebrating the wedding with his wife, they come back. Sarah, she was very rich. She took half. Her dad was very happy, give her half from all she owned, and TOBIT come with the money back. So it started discuss TOBIT and his dad. What we give this person? This person helping me to marry Sarah, and Sarah, God helped her to overcome her temptation. So how we can reward this person? So when they said this person, at least he deserves 50% for all what we get, Sarah money and the money I got from these people, and they started to divide the money and told him, we need to give you the money, your wage, you done good job, thank you very much. They found him started performing as an angel, the 2 wings come out, and they told them, write this story in book. That's why all the church agreed TOBIT, he's the one who wrote the story. And God, he sent me to answer your prayer as a TOBIT, the father, and answer Sarah prayer too. And what happened after this, the Archangel Raphael gets the kidney or the liver, scribe the eye of TOBIT, the father, some like a gilt sky come out of his eye, and he started seeing again, and he lived about 30 or 40 years after this story. That's the story about TOBIT. There's some objection was from Anglican Church about this story, that's why they're not putting in their book, and our Orthodox Church was answering all the objections. One of the objections was, they said, how come if someone blind and you scribe something from the fish to his eye, he sees? We will not believe in something like this. But actually a lot of this story happened something like this. Remember in Book of Kings, for instance, people come to Elijah and told him, Elijah, they was cooking like zucchini, they collected from the farm, and this zucchini was poison. And when they tested, the zucchini was poison. He found this, I answered this in my book. And Elijah told them, get some flour and put on the pot. And he prayed, and they put the flour in the pot. The zucchini was, they're not poisoning anymore, and people start eating the zucchini. So the flour never can fix the food poison, but the body needs to see something actually happen, so he believes the miracle happened. Like Jesus, he can remember the blind man, what he done, he gets some dark spit and make eye for him. Jesus, he can put his hand into the man eye, he cannot see. But the body needs to feel something, to see something, so they can feel the miracle happen. So because the healing can happen by faith. It's a beautiful story. The church reading this full book of TOBIT in week number 6 in Great Lent in morning prayer, Friday. If you're attending the Mass of Great Lent Friday, in week number 6, you found the deacon coming out, and everyone will read one chapter from the 16th chapter. So this book, it's been reading in the church every year. We have to read this book to show you how this book is important and canonical. If you look Book of Daniel, when you come Lilat Abu Alamsis, before the Easter, one night before the Easter, you found Book of Daniel, they read about 2 stories or 3 stories from Book of Daniel. If you read the books of Fatha Week, you found Wisdom of Solomon, Wisdom of Jesus of Sirach, all this coming from second canonical books. Second canonical books is very important books in our life and our church, and that's why we love people to know it. And they done movie now about Book of TOBIT, make it so you can watch it. It's very nice and make the story easy for you to remember. Glory be to God forever and ever. Amen. Any question? All clear? So, Josephine, how many person wrote the Bible? How many people wrote the Bible? Shh, no one helped. How many? Did you tell her? 47, Wafa. How many chapters we have in Bible? No. 1,335. Mina, how many years take them to write the Bible? Very good. Very good. How many verses? How many verses? 33,000. 33,000. Anyone here remember these 7 books? Number 1, book of? Number 2? Anyone here remember? Judith? Sirach, Jesus son of Sirach. 3. No.
The additional book of Esther, the
Yes.
additional book of Daniel.
Of Daniel, that's 4 now.
Something comes to say.
Wisdom of Solomon. First Maccabees, second Maccabees, book of Baruch. Anything else? One more. You give up? TOBIT, Judith, compilation of Daniel, compilation of Esther, Jesus son of Sirach, Wisdom of Solomon, First Maccabees, Second Maccabees, and Book of Baruch. 9. Alright, good. Any question? Thank you very much for having me, and 1 week for the Great Lent. So we should be ready and prepared, and we have to have a plan, what we need to learn out of this Great Lent. Glory be to God forever and ever. Amen. And please pray for me.